So for today's video, I am going to discuss about multiplying and dividing complex number. So mao ni siya ang sumpay sa isa ka vid na addition and subtracting complex number. So multiplying complex number. Again, a complex number is a combination of a real number and an imaginary number. An imaginary number, when squared, gives the negative result. So the unit imaginary number when squared is equals to negative 1. So I squared is equals to negative 1. Each part of the first complex number get multiplied by each part of the second complex number. So you just use FOIL, which stands for first, outer, inner, and last. So this is an example of FOIL. Let's proceed with some example. In number 1, we have the quantity of 3 plus 2i times the quantity of 1 plus 7i. So we have to use the FOIL method, which stands for first, outer, inner, and last. So 3 times 1, 3 times 7i, 2i times 1, and 2i times 7i. Here we have 3 times 1 plus 3 times 7i plus 2i times 1 plus 2i times 7i. So 3 times 1 is equals to 3, and 3 times 7i is equals to 21i. 2i times 1 is equals to 2i, and 2i times 7i is equals to 14i squared. So 3 plus 21i plus 2i minus 14, because I squared is equals to negative 1. Then combine like terms. 3 minus 14 plus 21i plus 2i. So 3 minus 14 is equals to negative 11. And 21i plus 2i is equals to 23i. So the answer is negative 11 plus 23i. Then let's proceed with another example. The quantity of 1 plus i squared is equals to the quantity of 1 plus i times the quantity of 1 plus i. Then we have to use the FOIL method. So we will have 1 times 1 times 1, 1 times 1i, 1i times 1, and I times I. So we have 1 times 1 plus 1 times 1i plus 1 times 1i plus I squared is equals to 1 times 1 is equals to 1. 1 times I is equals to 1i plus 1 times I, another 1i. So 1 plus 1 is equals to 2i minus 1, because I squared is equals to negative 1. So we need to combine like terms. 1 minus 1 plus 2i. 1 minus 1 is 0 plus 2i. The answer is 2i. Dividing complex number. To divide complex number, write the problem in fraction form first. From there, it will be easy to figure out what to do next. Another step is to find the conjugate of the denominator. Just in case you forgot how to determine the conjugate of a given complex number, see the table below. Conjugate of a complex number. Given a number a plus bi, its conjugate is a minus bi. A minus bi, its conjugate is a plus bi. Let's proceed with an example. Dividing complex number. First, write the problem in fraction form. So the problem is already in fraction form. Then multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. So we have to multiply the numerator and the denominator to the conjugate. Denominator is 5 minus 3i. So we need to multiply the conjugate of the denominator. So the conjugate of our denominator is 5 plus 3i. So the quantity of 4 plus 2i over 5 minus 3i times the quantity of 5 plus 3i over 5 plus 3i. Then we have to use the FOIL method, the first, outer, inner, and last. So 4 times 5, 4 times 3i, 2i times 5, 2i times 3i, Then let's do the same in the denominator. 5 times 5. 5 times 3i. Negative 3i times 5. And negative 3i times 3i. So we have 4 times 5 plus 4 times 3i plus 2i times 5 plus 2i times 3i over 5 times 5 plus 5 times 3i minus 3i times 5 plus 9i squared. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 3i is 12i. 2i times 5 is 10i. And 2i times 3i is equals to 6i squared over 25 times 5 is equals to 25. 5 times 3i is equals to 15. And 3i times 5 is equals to 15. So 15 minus 15 is equals to 0 plus 9i squared. So we have 20 plus 12i plus 10i plus 6 times negative 1 because I squared is equals to negative 1 over 25 minus 9 times negative 1. And then combine like terms. 20 minus negative 6 because 6 times negative 1 is equals to negative 6 plus 12i plus 10i. So 20 minus 6 is equals to 14. And 12i plus 10i is equals to 22i over 34. Because 25 minus 9 times negative 1 is equals to 25. Negative 9 times negative 1 is equals to positive 9. So 25 plus 9 is equals to 34. So 14 over 34 plus 22 over 34i. Then lowest term, we can divide both sides by 2. So the final answer is equals to 7 over 17 plus 11 over 17i.